Hi, first period. We're going to use this short tutorial to show you how to find nonfiction articles for your thesis essay. So here we've got our thesis statements. And the first thing I want to do, let's say if I'm looking for a nonfiction article, is pay attention to my keywords in my thesis. So in this case, I would look at technology, automated, and unemployment would all be three important keywords for me to pay attention to. So we're going to go to the online databases, and to find this page, you go to the library page here, and the online database link is right there. Some of you may have used this for your World Studies project. For today, we're going to practice using Student Resources and Context database right here, and the password is LA Eagles. And what I want you to do is just first sign in, so you link your Google Drive account to the database. So you just click up here and link it to that. This will allow you to save articles to your drive. And then I'm going to just put in my search terms: technology, make sure you spell things right, automation, and unemployment. So I can go very specific to kind of see what I have. Now, here is where you go next, which is you can look at the news articles or the magazine articles. So if we go to news articles, you can click, and I'm just going to scroll through these. It'll always be organized by relevance, which means you may not get the most recent article first, although this one is pretty recent. But you can see this one's 2005. And I'm just going to scroll through until I see something that connects with my thesis. So this one seems to have some connection. And so I might take a look at this one. It's 2017, which is pretty recent, which is good. If I don't see anything, I can always click over to magazines and see here, as AI takes over jobs, small cities will suffer the most. Okay, that has a direct connection to my book and my thesis. And so I might check this. It's 2018. And so this might be very helpful for me. And then if I want to send it to my drive, I just go over here and send to Google Drive. Oftentimes it's sometimes helpful to look at related subjects. And if I click on any of these, it will take me to sort of a page on that topic. Okay, let's take a look at another one. So here, for fear, I would pay attention to fear. I would pay attention to positive change. I would pay attention to empathy as my keywords. So again, I can go over here and fear, positive change, empathy. We can start out with a lot of keywords just to see if anything comes up. And again, let's go to news and start looking through some of these. Now, most of these seem to be focusing on empathy. So I want to focus on fear. I might check magazines too. Yeah, so empathy is sort of throwing my results off. And so what I want to do is just, let's start and take off everything and just see what the database has to say about fear. And again, click on news. I'm not seeing anything here, so I'm going to scroll to magazines. Get a handle finally on your fear. True fear, false fear, the gift of fear. So some of these are a little bit more connected to my topic. And so I might choose one of those. And what you'd want to do is just play around with your keywords. And so you might want to put in like fear, positive, and see what happens there. And so you're just going to play around with these different keywords until you find something that might be helpful. So why fear motivates both altruists and psychopaths kind of gets at what I'm interested in terms of the positive and negative effects of fear. And so I might want to take a look at that as well. Okay, so once you find an article that you think is helpful, save it to your Google Drive and then share it with me by the end of the period.